I put myself between the charging ogre and our wizard, and raised my shield to deflect his blow.
All right, sounds like defy danger to me. Roll plus strength.
Well, that's a 4.
Good news, mark XP. Bad news, the heavy blow tosses you about 20 feet into a pile of what looks like vines. As you land, the vines begin to move around you.
Oh, wait, what? I want to discern realities. Okay, got an 8. That means one question, right? What's about to happen?
As the tendrils begin to make noise and move closer to your friend, it becomes apparent he's about to listen to that D&D podcast. Hello, everyone. Thank you for downloading this latest episode of That D&D podcast. It's been a little while for us, so let me do a quick refresher for the listeners and the party. Last left this group, they had entered the Undertrails, which is a series of caves about 4 or 5 days to the south of First Conquest. In the process, they came across a hole that spewed rats, a trap-ridden room that they solved the puzzle in and got to a little alcove with some supplies, and then they took another bend and a fork and found a journal that seemed to cover the events of someone's life, leading from there, finding a weird animal, to ending up in this cave, I think with supplies running low, and the person lost. So why don't we go around and introduce ourselves, and then we'll get back to things. My name's Chris. I will be playing the role of traps, a cave, and maybe monsters.
Hi, my name's Adam. I'll be playing Oric the Thief tonight, and I've been having a shit time with my computer. So, yeah.
I'm Renee, and I'm playing Sam the Ranger with Trusty Wolf Max, and my computer is being normal, which means mediocre. Mediocre.
Hey, I'm David. I am playing Zarko. I am possibly the only person who's not having technical difficulties tonight.
I'm not having technical difficulties now. I did break the shit out of my computer chair earlier due to clumsy, but that is neither here nor there, so I'm going to edit that part out, except I can't on the video. God damn it.
Yeah, rip. We'll fix it in post.
What is the way out of this room again? I can't remember. It's just another tunnel heading out of the back?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot in this room. There's a journal, a backpack with 2 days worth of rations, if you manage to stretch them out a little bit. And that was pretty much it in here.
I guess let's move on then, since there wasn't much else in here.
Brave man.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
Oops. Clicking shit.
Are you shooting? What are you doing over there?
That's what you get for talking to me like that? I just shot at you.
I attempt to attack any plot devices coming up.
Yes,
Watch out for those wizards with magical doorknobs.
I'm just chucking knives down the hallway, basically.
But that's, I guess, one way to do things.
Some sort of echolocation, too.
Are you barking down the hallway?
Yeah. No, the pinging of knives off of the walls.
Oh, right. Of course. Silly me.
It was perfectly obvious. I don't know why you didn't get it.
Okay. After a few minutes of walking, all the distances on this are sort of extrapolated because I'm trying to make it all fit on one page reasonably. So let's say half an hour of wandering in the darkness, or no, you have Zarko, you cast light on Max's collar, I believe it was?
Max's collar, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's right. So what is the traveling order, marching order, again, just for refreshing purposes?
I'll go first with Max.
I'll watch rear.
He's looking at butts.
Oh.
Zarko will remain protected in the middle.
Probably a good place for the squishy one to be. So, yeah, it takes about half an hour of navigating your way through slowly constricting passageways that eventually widen up. It's sort of a weird, undulating design to some of these walls for whatever reason. But
Undulating. You mean like the walls are moving?
No,
or
it looks like
just sorta-
some weird they're
like
kind of cut out in a wobbly
swoobly.
fashion, I guess.
Okay.
That was a poor word choice on my part, but
They don't look like they're roughly hewn. They look almost organic.
yeah, it's almost got like an esophageal design to them.
It's like they were wobbling and then they froze that way.
Anyway, so after some of that, you come to a three-way intersection. Much different than that two-way intersection you guys left behind earlier. This one's way better. 150%
50% more
better.
ways. Okay, so let's pause here for a moment and see if there's anything differentiating each of the paths.
All right, guys. So there's two of these passageways contain a goat. One of the passageways contains the way out.
A goat? Wait, why would there be a goat?
Wait, you don't know the door thing? Behind
This
two doors, there's a goat, and the third one, there's a car or something.
this
Game
is the
show.
it's a classic Monty Hall problem.
Okay, no, I got you. I'm sorry. I was thinking the puzzle where you have like three kids and two wolves and some lollipops, and you have to get them across on the raft, and like the wolves can't stay with the kids, and the kids can't stay with the lollipops.
hate
Wow,
those.
that's a different reskin of the problem.
I hate those. They're the worst. Okay.
Emphasis on the
The answer is, why do you need to keep the wolves alive?
Why can't you put the lollipops in your pocket?
the key there is you get some renegade points, you take the
lollipops.
lollipops, and then you leave the rest of it to sort itself out.
The lollipops are really chickens. It's just you can't tell.
The chicken flavored lollipops.
And it's got just chicken skin wrapper. I'm making myself real nauseous right now.
Yeah, so you shouldn't
like
do that.
cold chicken skin around a lollipop. Oh. Okay, hold on.
It's a lollipop for cats. Seriously, what is your problem?
Ooh, I'm not touching it. So, if you would like to see any intricacies or differentiating things between these three pathways, you can give me a Discern Realities check. Or if any of you have a specific skill for your character class that would benefit you also, you can try that instead, or in addition to.
Guess I should open my character sheet.
That would
I
be
kind of
helpful.
forgot about that part. Okay, sorry. I don't know.
Waiting music.
It's because Christine said line dancing earlier, and so now I don't even know what's
Don't
wrong
you
with
blame
me.
my wife for whatever's wrong with you.
It's because I don't know what to do with my hands.
Okay, well, I'm ready to discern realities, if need be. I don't know if Ranger or if Renee's character has special cave spelunking abilities, but
I don't think I have special cave
You've got
spelunking
hunt and
abilities.
track if you're trying to find creature path. You can also tell your wolf to help with hunt and with discerning realities, and you can add his cunning to your reality discernment.
Okay. It's opening. Hang on.
I rolled a 9.
Sorry about that. I don't know. I had everything else open.
Adam rolled a 9, which means you get to ask one of the following questions. What happened here recently? What is about to happen? What should I be on the lookout for? What here is useful or valuable to me? Who's really in control here? And what here is not what it appears to be?
Nobody's in control here.
Not even me.
Yeah. I feel like it's going to be useful or valuable to me, or not what it appears to be. But I'm trying to think of the best way to determine a useful path. So let's say what here is useful or valuable to me.
Okay.
Like, are there any signs? Anything? I don't know how you want to interpret that one, but
Yeah, no, that's we could do something with that. After getting down low and looking around really carefully in the light, you can see something glinting off. Oh, that's not a good color. Better. You can see something glinting off on the northernmost passageway. It seems like it could be a coin or two or some sort of gemstone on the ground. You're not sure exactly what would leave that behind, but it seems like something that a humanoid would carry with them, so perhaps this is a path someone has taken previously.
I say we just follow the right wall then, and I'll pick up these coins because why not?
Can Zarko do detect magic first, really quick?
Sure. For everybody listening along at home, it's been 2-3 weeks since we've done this, so we're a little bit rusty, so bear with us.
All right, let us see. A 12.
I guess that'll do.
So it goes off. It goes off just fine. So I'm gonna just see if I can smell anything magical down the pathway or
Smells
any of
like
the pathways really. But since
bacon.
we want to go down that one
But
pathway,
are you
concentrating
focusing on
there.
any particular one, or are you just kind of sniffing around all of them?
I'm focusing on the one we're gonna go down first. But I mean, if there's anything powerful enough, it should be lingering anyway.
Okay. So the northernmost one, there doesn't seem to be anything smell-wise aside from the smell of a slightly musty cave. The middle one, very faint something. Not sure exactly what it is, but it's pretty far down. And the one off to the right, I guess, saw, and it's completely obvious. And if so, if any of you are familiar with Roll20 and you notice that there's an erase feature, hit me up, because that shit's pretty helpful to have. Okay, so the intersection looks like a T. You guys are coming from the top of it. The left arm is the one with the coins. No smell of magic. The bottom part of the T is the distant smell of magic. And the right part of the T,
Excuse me.
it's definitely a weird smell. It's not a cave smell, but it's something that you are entirely unfamiliar with. Usually you can sort of suss out what something is just based on your exposure to the magic. This is something that is new to you. So that's good, you know.
Pretty sure it's not.
I'm curious about that, but looks like we're going down this way first.
Are we?
I'm sure we'll be able to explore all of them. Right?
You are more than welcome to, as long as you are alive.
I guess that right now I'm more intrigued by the path that doesn't have magic. But that's just because there's money over here, so.
The lure of 3 coins to a thief.
I'm sure it's a breadcrumb trail that'll reveal itself to be hordes of money.
Yeah, there's no danger involved at all. It will only be good things.
I like your thinking.
Okay, so let me get a vote from folks on which way you all want to go. So I don't want anybody to be left out of the decision making, so feel free to filibuster until you get what you want, and I'll sit here and
Look,
drink.
I have right in front of me here a world literature textbook. I can filibuster for a long freaking time.
Well, Zarko will point out there's some sort of scent of magic down here, pointing in the center, and I don't know what's down this way to the left, meaning his left, our right, but you know he's facing down that way. Anyway, he's like, I don't know what's down there. I'm really kind of curious and excited to find out what's there, but
Oh, son of a bitch.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I put some stuff down and I decided I wanted to slide all over the place, so it's cool. No big deal.
So basically, if, under the assumption that maybe we can only go down one path before something terrible happens, we either have something maybe of monetary worth, something of magical worth, and something unknown.
Well, I mean, nothing's stopping you from picking up the coins.
Well,
right
yeah, I'm just saying, just as a sort of if we're only going to make one decision, what sounds like the most interesting thing to do first?
The unknown.
Okay. Sure. If you guys are both curious about the
the
unknown, let's go for the unknown.
Excellent.
Okay, so you are heading to the right.
Zarko sort of like, you think maybe he starts to laugh a little bit, but then he starts coughing. You don't know if he's covering up or if that was like actual just regular coughing. Excuse me. Make me act it out, jeez.
It's better that way. It's the theater of the mind. This one goes on for a ways Zarko, the smell is getting stronger as you approach, as you would expect it to. And it comes to a sharp right corner. This room is dimly lit, or you could actually see it from where you guys are standing. This room is about, let's say, 50 feet in every direction, and it seems neatly carved out of the rock.
It's a big room.
Somebody designed, like, they carved brick designs into the wall, but you can tell this is all the stone from the cave, like they didn't actually make bricks. But it's carved to look like it. You've got a pillar in each, kind of near each corner. So it makes the whole room, if you're looking at it from an aerial view, it looks like a D6, and you're looking down at the number 4. And on each of those columns, you have brazier sticking out that has very faint fire inside of it still. And as you're looking around, the shadows are kind of jumping on the walls and stuff, as they do with the fire dancing.
I want to pause at the entrance and use an ability that I forgot I had that I should use last time, probably, called Trap Expert.
Oh.
Charge heedlessly into danger, I believe it's called.
Yes. Wrong alignment for that. So basically, Trap Expert sort of functions like I wanted Discern Realities to last time, which basically helps me find traps. Simplest way to put it. It is a dex-based roll. On a 7, I get to hold 1. And going forward from here in this area, I can ask one of 3 questions. Is there a trap here? And if so, what activates it? What does the trap do when activated? And what else is hidden here? So I will use my hold 1 right away and ask if there is a trap here. And if so, what activates it?
All right, so you rolled a 7. Just so shy of being able to get that tasty experience. If you want, I will let you knock it down to a 6.
No, I don't think I will take that.
Damn. Based on your knowledge of mechanisms and defeating them to steal things, you are comfortable in the assumption that there are no mechanical traps in this room whatsoever.
Oh, son of a... Okay, so that means there's a magic trap in here.
I like the paranoia.
Well, he had to very clearly state that there was no mechanical traps.
It was overly specific.
You do not detect any traps.
Well, I will relate that I don't see anything overtly dangerous, but I have a sense that there's still something hidden in here.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not smelling a magical trap in here. I don't know what it is. I've smelled magical traps before.
Zarko, are you walking into the room?
Not. I mean, you've reported back that there's no
No, there's no
mechanical traps, right?
There's no don't step on that 3rd brick because it's gonna kill you kind of thing. So yeah, you should be
no mundane.
Nothing mundane.
Can I discern realities?
Sure.
Just spend the next 5 minutes being paranoid about this room when it was just a room with 4 torches.
But who put them here, man?
Yeah.
Somebody had to light them.
Whoever stocks the Tomb Raider tomb.
Right, I was about to say, it's just like in the
right.
4.
Ooh.
Okay, so I rolled a 4, so I fail. I don't get to figure anything else.
What were you trying?
Right
what were you trying to figure out about the room?
What I was going... Zarko's very interested in the shadows. He feels like there's something weird with the shadows, with the way the flames are moving and stuff. But, I mean, the way it works out is Zarko ends up, staring wide-eyed at the shadows for several minutes in silence. Sort of his lips are moving, but he's not saying anything. And then he sort of, pauses and licks his lip. He's like, I think we're okay.
So right after you say, "I think we're okay," I figure that's the best. That's the best movie appropriate time to do something like this. You hear. Let me. Oh yeah, I forgot I could ping things. You guys on the. I'm gonna say you kind of wander to the middle-ish of the room, and the far wall, the wall you're facing as you walk in. This one over here. You hear the sound of a rock coming loose and hitting the ground. And as you do that, you look over there, and then behind you there's a whoosh, and this torch is out.
Just shot at you. So a brick fell out of the wall and a torch just went out.
In the darkness over here, there is noise of something clawing on rocks.
And sorry, I didn't see. Where did you say the darkness?
Um,
In the upper left-hand corner of the room?
Yes, the upper left-hand corner, if you're looking at the map. So it's kind of behind you and to the right from where you came in.
Mage, could you relight that torch without us going over there? I'd rather be keen to see what's over in that corner now.
I'm going to. Okay. I don't know how to roll for this, but I want to send. Since Max's collar still has light on it, I want to send him cautiously in that direction. I just want to do it in a way so that he knows to, he just needs to do it cautiously.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's some sort of creature.
You be quiet over there, magician.
Max goes over to the wall. He gets close to where the column is, so he's on the same side of the column as you guys, and as the light parts around the column, almost at the very top of the ceiling, you see the uniform brickwork pattern of the stone broken up by some things. In the flickering light and at the very edges of the magical light, it looks like it's also made of stone, maybe? There's a few of them, and they seem to be about human-sized, but with large bat-like wings and sharp claws.
Okay.
How many of them?
That's good.
Right now, you can see two, pretty much one on each side of the column where the light is hitting.
And are they?
Can I?
Oh, sorry. Are they backing away from the light, or do they not seem to care about it?
They're sitting very, very, very still.
Can I spout some lore about these things?
Sure.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's good.
Zarko's working on that level.
Big bat, big bat.
As you're trying to analyze and just scratching your head real hard, you know you've heard of these somewhere. You know you have. It's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't find the right words. And the lights on the other side of the room from this column, there's whooshing sounds, and those two go out.
Dude.
There's the light on Max's collar and the slowly flickering light on the lone column to y'all's left if you're facing the column that Max is at.
While I can, I'm going to scrabble into my adventure gear kit, whatever you want to call it, and
Backpack.
My backpack, yeah, into my all-purpose adventuring gear backpack, and pull out what just happens to be a torch and flint and tinder or something like that.
A torch and a rope, and now you have a flaming weapon.
Yeah, I got a flaming whip now. I'm gonna go Belmont on these guys.
As you pause time to open up your Pip-Boy, you access the right item in your inventory. There's the chick sound. A few seconds later, you've got a lit torch in your hand. And as the light begins to fill the room, there's a sound of scrabbling from those two walls that the torches just went out on, and it seems like it's going further up the wall.
Of course. Okay. I say let's just back out of this room. I guess going the way there's the doorway to the south.
Yes, there's a doorway to the south that you guys haven't been through, and there is the entranceway to the north that you came in from. Those are the only immediately visible exits.
I'm assuming that since they're not pressing the attack because we have light, let's just back out to the south and move further in. Unless you guys want to come back the way we came, I'd say let's just keep on moving on.
No, Sam agrees. She's just gonna make sure she has a weapon ready, and she's gonna advise Zarko to get in between Max's collar and Oryx's torch as they slink through the room.
Any objections to getting the hell out of the room?
No, not here.
No.
Okay. The hallway goes on 70 feet or so, and you come to a small room. From the light that you guys have, you can see there is... Let's see if I can have a slightly different color gray. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Painting in shades of gray here. There is a platform, and on top is a chest. Really perfectly drawn chest, courtesy of me.
tiny
Be
house.
jealous of my art skills? Nope, it would be a house, except I drew a yellow square, which means it's a chest.
Okay. Is your magic nose still running, Zarko, or?
That's a question for Chris to answer.
Now that you're in this room, there's a different smell. It's one that is more familiar to you. It's coming from the chest. It's either the chest itself or there's something inside that is spell based.
Okay.
There's some sort of spell in here. I don't know if it's the chest or the thing inside the chest, but
This is probably time for me to do my thing, I guess. I'm going to do about this a bit cautious here, so I'm going to start by doing the trap expert again to see if this chest is dangerous.
Zarko will be watching with Max back down the corridor.
No, the chest is perfectly fine, guys. Let me
With
just
those bat things.
pop it open.
Okay, hold on. So, Auric,
I rolled a
is that your
5.
first failure of the night or second?
Yeah,
First? Okay.
that's a first.
I'm just checking. Okay.
Okay, I need some experience.
Yep.
Really.
There are 3 mechanisms in here. There is a pressure plate ahead of you and to the right of the pillar. There is...
Platform?
Platform, yes. Sorry, I got P words on the brain.
Okay.
There appears to be a lever off to the right. Let me draw these on the map.
Yeah.
So from where you're walking in, there is a lever sticking out of the wall on the left side of the room to you, but it's on the right, north-south orientation. There is a pressure plate off to the side of the platform, and there is a wire affixing this chest to something inside the...
Fascinating. Okay.
You've got 4 symbols, you got 6 wires, and you got some Morse code.
Open up my pamphlet.
For those of you who haven't played it, that's a reference to Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. It is a fantastic game, and you should check it out. I think we have a video of us playing it on our YouTube page. Maybe. You should see. Continue.
We could easily make a new one.
We should one night. Maybe next time things don't work out, we can all drink and defuse bombs.
No, I'm gonna have got into this mess, so I'm gonna have Zarko and Sam and Max stand back in the hall, just outside of the room, and maybe provide them the torch too if they need to make sure that nothing's coming down the hallway after us.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Give me that torch, and I'll cast my unseen servant to hold it.
And so we're gonna just start pushing your buttons because that sounds wonderful. With the course being ready to spring aside at any needed moment. So we're going to work left to right here, at least as I see it. So I'm going to go and step on the pressure plate.
You push it, and it has a springiness to it that you're not used to. Doesn't seem to activate anything.
The pressure plate itself, or the action of the pressure plate is springy.
Like when you push down on the pressure plate, it springs back up. Most of the ones you're familiar with, when you push it down, it stays pushed until the mechanism is reset.
Interesting. I'm going to examine the lever then the next. Might as well toggle it to see if anything happens.
Okay. You're able to throw it up and down with no particular trouble.
I'm going to just check to see if the chest is locked.
Try opening the top of it.
Yeah.
You get the lid about 2/3 of the way open, and you see a metal rod inside connected to something in the bottom of the chest. Thin metal strand, almost like a wire.
So wait, there's a metal wire connected to the top of the chest going through into the chest?
Yes, and when you were examining for traps, there was a wire coming out of the
Out the
chest
back.
into the platform.
So if I tried to open the lid more, it would break the wire or something? Or the wire is preventing it from opening?
If you were to pull it more, it would probably activate whatever this is attached to.
Okay. And can I see into the chest if there's anything else inside the chest? Or is it not open far enough to do that?
All the people with light left the room, huh?
I'm going to ask Sam to toss me Max's collar.
Okay.
And I'll use like a little flashlight.
Works for me. There is a slight shimmer in there. The familiar shimmer of coin, of course. and there appears to be some sort of stick or something made out of dark wood.
Okay, so there's a magic stick and coins. Okay, let's
Huh.
work with this then. Okay, is it open up far enough that I can get my arm in there, or is it still not? 2/3 of the way open is pretty wide, I guess, but unless you didn't mean quite that wide.
The things are set in there in such a way to where you could probably get your arm in, but the wire's pretty tight, so you may
I accidentally
risk
set it.
setting it off. Depending on how dexterous you are, if you want to try to defy danger for me.
Sure, why not? I could do random things with the buttons and levers and everything, but let's just go for a roll and see what happens. So I'm going to use Defy Danger Dex to basically steal what is in here. Ah, jeez. Typing is good. That would be a 9. Stupid 1.
Let's see what the 7 to 9 on Defy Danger is.
I think there's something. Oh, I could.
You stumble, hesitate, or flinch. Okay. I can do this. I mean, we can work with this. The wand, based on your somewhat familiarity with magical implements and how much they can sell for, this could probably be pretty valuable to you.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, it seems bigger now that you've tried to pick it up. There doesn't seem to be any way to actually get it out without breaking the wire.
Okay.
So you can either leave this valuable object behind, or break the wire and deal with the consequences and get a wand.
Sure. I'm gonna trust my luck one more time. I'm going to. I guess I get to pocket whatever coins in there first.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's in
A pouch or something.
yeah, like an open drawstring pouch for some reason, so you can just pull it and get it the hell out of
Okay,
it.
I'll pocket that, and then I am.
Almost too convenient.
I'm going to. I'll first tell everybody to back up a step or two more because this could be ugly. And I'm basically going to grab the wand and
Okay.
dodge back as fast as I can into the hallway.
Okay.
Basically throwing the lid open at the same time.
Yeah. Get it and hauling the hell in the other direction. Okay. So everybody else, are y'all in the hallway between rooms, or are you in the other room, or where
We
are you
had
guys at this
70 feet though, right? That's
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out
I'm
approximately.
gonna say like I'm kind of this torch is still lit, so I'm gonna be like right here on the corner.
Yeah, Zarko's up here pretty close to Sam there. They're trying to make sure that nothing's trying to approach this room.
Okay.
While Oric's doing his thing.
All right. I feel so thirsty. Why am I so thirsty? Sorry. Oric, you rip that open. You get the wand. Bug flew at me. Sorry, I'm not having a good night for like focus tonight.
No, don't tell me. No.
Die, fucko. I'm bigger than you. I'm hard on the fidget. Okay.
Wow. Dated reference much?
Yep. Get the guts off my counter. Okay, good. So, you throw that open. Before you have a chance to figure out what exactly the wand does, which you probably wouldn't be able to do that on your own anyway, right?
Yeah.
You hear, coming from the room you just left, a grinding sound, as if there's a movement going on in the walls or something. You can't tell it's happening behind you. But those of you who are in the other room, you hear a shriek above you, and looking up, you see 4 winged creatures coming down, pretty pissed off at you guys right now.
Oh shit.
I
Okay.
didn't think about that.
I'm going to switch tabs. Hurry before they attack us. Okay, I'm going to be volley, huh? Ranged attack.
Yes.
Okay. Volley. Plus dex. Okay,
There you
I'm going to shoot at the one that's the closest.
Okay. I realize I say okay too much, and it sounds really irritating when I'm editing audio, so I have to remind myself to stop doing that. So, go ahead.
Why is Voltus here?
You all have weird names. Leave me alone. Please hold. Why is Voltus? I don't fucking... Whatever. You all look alike to me.
Wow. Racist GM.
Wizard isn't a race. Booyah. Arrowify-led Battleman. Okay. Those are words. So on a 9 with volley, you do your damage and you have to choose one. Whichever you choose, you still do your damage, blah, blah, blah. You have to move to get the shot, placing you in a danger of my choice. You have to take what you can get and take negative 1d6 to your damage roll. Or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
I have a damage roll. Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I do.
You do.
What is it?
It's on the
What
character
do I
sheet.
damage?
Yeah.
For your class, it's not tied to your weapon, it's tied to your class. So for the ranger, everything is
Damage,
D8s.
D8.
Yes.
Gotcha. I was like, why doesn't the move tell me what my damage is? But that's because I will take what I can get.
Okay, so roll me a D8 minus a D6.
I don't fucking know how to do that.
Let's roll
Just
one and another.
Slash roll 1d8 minus 1d6. Type
Okay.
it all as one thing, and it'll figure it out. So, for those of you at home, that was a 0. You fire an arrow, and you are confident you know where this thing is. But in the time it takes you to aim and let go, that wall where you were sure there was a thing is empty. The shadows around you continue to dance, and these things begin to close in on you. Auric, if you look behind you at that room you just left, it's got its own light source now, which is weird, right?
Okay. Yeah, I want to. Don't. Okay, there's something very bad back there now. I can't see that obviously, but
Oh shit, too many.
Well, my intent was to meet back up. So despite odd light sources, I'm going to keep on moving.
Yeah, it's probably just like a passing thought, as you're
Yeah.
running down the hallway. It's like, man, that was darker. Oh well, whatever. It's probably not a big deal.
Oh yeah. So
Did you get it? You still got his collar, right?
yeah. I still have the collar.
Okay. I was gonna say that Max lost his collar, he'd probably be mad at you.
I would be a little bit upset, frankly.
Yeah, they'd both be mad at you.
So, who wants to do a thing? You all are free to act as you see fit, and if you run out of ideas, I can do a thing to move things along.
So I guess from my point, I'm running down the hallway to get back to Sam and Zarko. So I don't know how long that takes me, but I'm doing that.
Are these all still in the air?
They're not airborne. They're sort of climbing down the wall towards you all.
Okay.
Yeah, Auric, as Sam misses her shot, you bust into the room, all action heroic like.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything after that, or?
Yeah, I will do some sort of awesome roll and chuck a knife at one of the flying dudes in between Sam and Zarko right now. Well, the climbing dudes.
Yep, that's fine.
So,
they got wings. You can call them flying guys. That's fine.
Yeah.
Or you can call them gargoyles, because that's what they are.
so that's an 8.
Okay. Is that for volley?
It would be a volley, technically, yeah.
Yes. All right, so what's your drawback? Put you in danger of my choice, negative 1d6 on damage, or take several shots and reduce ammo by 1.
Well, throwing daggers don't work like other ranged weapons. They don't have ammo.
Okay, so either put yourself in danger or decrease damage.
I don't want to lose damage right now, so I'll put myself in danger.
Roll the damage on your attack, and then we will figure out what your danger is.
It's 5 damage.
Okay. Oh, nice. Your throwing knife sails cleanly through the air, and there is a sound which at first you think is a miss. It's the sound of a blade hitting stone. There's also a crunch at the end, and a gargled shriek. Sam and Zarko, you guys move out of the way just in time for a several 100-pound bird bat-looking stone thing to crash to the ground next to you dead.
Great.
They're bigger than I thought.
Just before you have a chance to gloat, Auric, one of these comes up from behind you, knocks you to the ground, and rifles through your backpack.
Bastard.
There is a rumbly sound that you can probably in hindsight figure out as laughter, as that pouch of coins that you got from that chest is no longer on your person, and it is scurrying back up the wall.
Magic missile.
Which one?
The one that just went through his backpack.
Pilfer.
Yeah.
I like how you're getting mad at something else for stealing shit.
Hey, we stole that first.
It's because he's attacking Auric.
Yes, he knocked me over.
I think it's an 8, so
What's your drawback, buddy?
I'll draw unwelcome attention or put myself in a spot.
Okay, roll your damage for the magic missile, and then we'll figure out how you draw unwelcome attention.
All right, that is going to be 2d4. 6.
Nice.
Nice. The area on the wall next to this thing is illuminated as two angry little balls of light smash into it, kill it, and it falls also to the ground dead. Focusing on that one, you don't realize this one is coming up behind you. It grabs you by the shoulders and takes off with you to the shadowy darkness over here.
Is it flying or dragging?
Flying.
Shit. This stupid flying bullshit.
At this point, he's about 10 or 15 feet in the air.
Okay, well, my dog can't jump that high.
Throw it! Toss me. Don't tell the elf.
Then I'm going to command Max to basically keep an eye on the one that's on this one. Hold this one at bay while I turn around and arrow this one. Maybe. I hope I arrow it.
But I'm below it.
It's okay.
No.
I'm a good shot. I just don't do any damage.
The only problems come into play if you miss, and you didn't. You got a 7, so that's like more than a failure.
I might recommend just spending an ammo this time as opposed to losing damage.
Or you could put yourself in a spot.
Because that's been working so great for us so far.
I hate to spend ammo. Sam hates to spend ammo. I guess
You got to do it
spend
eventually.
the ammo. Just gonna grit her teeth.
It's like, finally, use a second arrow.
God damn it.
Okay, so you make sure to mark one ammo off on your sheet, or your inventory for me, rather, and roll your damage. Your unseen servant's dead, bruh. Remember? Remember last time?
No, it wasn't dead. It just doesn't have a hand.
He didn't make a pact. He had to make a new pact with
It
the Unseen
died,
Servant
and
clan.
he's unable to
No.
cast it until he finds a way to make amend with the...
Oh, well, I tried casting it again this session. You didn't
I
remind
didn't
me.
see it, so I didn't remind you because of that. Sorry.
Okay.
I make it
Never
a point
mind.
to not
Whatever.
pay attention to chat for good reasons, not because of that.
Well, I said it out loud and
He
stuff.
did.
But...
Did
He
you?
did
Okay.
say that Unseen Servant was going to hold the torch.
I didn't hear that part. Like, honestly, I'm sorry.
Okay,
about
well, whatever.
So that means
It's
that we get a
fine.
magic Unseen Servant, right?
that. One that
That's how
can't
that
hold the
works.
torch because all of them now mysteriously don't have fucking hands.
Oh, god damn it.
That's
He's holding it in his
okay, you
teeth.
know what?
It's-
Wait, let me see if I can scroll up in the chat and see it. Was it enough to... Okay, you rolled a 7.
Yeah, I decided I couldn't cast it again till another thing anyway. So like he came back one last time. Whatever.
Unbeknownst to you, normally when you cast Unseen Servant, it summons someone from another realm. This one, you summon the one who you summon the same one back, the one who
Oh.
bled out and died on the ground. They're slightly wrong now, and you can't see it. They're holding a torch in their mouth for you, but there's a little bit of anger building. So there's a torch following you through the air somehow. The arrow hits this thing in the wing, and while it's not enough to kill it, it flutters in the air slightly and slowly begins to lose altitude.
Zarko's going to like lean his head forward and then slam it back to butt his head against the batwing thing.
Okay,
To the
no, let's do
stone.
this. Okay.
No, and he's,
Okay.
as he connects, he's whispering the words. Well, actually, he's shouting the words to cast light on it because he knows that they don't like the light. So I'm going to cast light on that motherfucker and see how
Okay,
he
so
likes
roll
it.
me a hack and slash for the damage, and then let's roll the cast a spell.
Okay. So for the damage, I need to roll 2d6 plus strength, which is -1.
To go well.
So a 2.
Jesus.
So what?
Oh,
So I don't really damage
You
it.
snake eyes the
Better
balls
than
out of that.
0. Better than 0. Ask me how I know about that.
But damaging it, like injuring it, wasn't really the idea. Like casting light on it was the big idea. So an 8.
What's the drawback you want? You want to draw more attention to yourself?
Um,
Can't be worse than this last time.
Probably.
do you want the thing to fall on top of you? I mean, thematically, the -1 kind of makes sense because you just brain yourself on a thing of stone.
Yeah, I'll take the ongoing -1. Let me make a note of that.
I like it.
You have a headache.
It is thematic. So you try to headbutt it, and this thing, you will also, in hindsight, recognize that this is laughter. It gives one big swoop of its wings, and then hucks you down towards the ground. So roll me a d6 and take your armor off of that, and that's how much damage you're going to take.
Wait,
I have I have
no,
one
never mind.
armor.
That won't help.
So
Oh, jeez.
You're
5.
maxing all the best damage. I just want to let you know, you're maxing all the best dice. I really appreciate it.
Ugh. Oh, that's just like a third of my health, guys. I'm fine. Ugh.
So you cast light on it, and it seems confused. It makes an effort to scamper off into the darkness away from you.
Except that it's got light all over it.
Look, dude, nobody said this thing was smart, okay?
Yeah, it's panicked.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm not watching the hallway really that closely, so I don't notice those things coming up the hall. So I'm going to chuck another dagger at the beacon that just is flying off across the room.
I'm going to say, since you can see this thing so well, add a +1 to that.
Okay. I rolled a 5.
That was with a +1?
That was with a +1. I rolled 2 1s.
Dude. Okay. So do you want... Oh, you don't get to pick one of those.
I don't
things
even
'cause it
pick,
didn't-
no.
Yeah, okay. Jesus. Okay. So yes, you came kind of in the doorway to where you previously ran back from, the one leading to the hallway to the chest. And yeah, you're just so focused on this beacon of light off in the corner, you don't notice the horde of small glowing insects coming up behind you until there's a clicking sound. The glow travels from their, what do you call the butt on a bug? Is that the abdomen? The
Thorax.
From the thorax up through the abdomen and out of the mouth as they spew red
Ew.
hot flame or acid. It's really hard to tell, but really it sucks. So roll me a d6 for the damage you take, and do not subtract your armor from it.
Oh.
That would be 4.
So take that off of your guy. And Zarko is currently BRB'd, so the two of you are free to act until he gets backed.
I guess Sam hasn't done anything in a little bit.
What is this guy doing?
Right now, it seems like he's alternating between sitting very still in the hopes that you don't see him, and also trying to sneak closer to you.
Is he still on the wall, or is he like within melee range?
He's on the wall, maybe about 7 or 8 feet up, but with your gangly elf limbs, you could feasibly hit him with a melee attack if you so chose.
That's strength, though. I probably don't want to risk it. Super cool. Hey. With that inch closer thing.
I'm just reflecting on the map what he's doing in the dialogue.
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay,
look, a
I'm
rock
gonna-
fell. Sam's dead.
I'm gonna step back just a hair to get hopefully slightly better range. Fucking 7.
Better than a miss.
It is better than a miss. So what's your drawback? Ammo, less damage, or put yourself in a spot?
Only
I'm gonna
really need
risk
1 ammo.
Danger this time.
Roll
See what
your
happens.
damage for me against the one that you hit.
Do you get adding dog damage in or anything? Since dog menaces it too?
Oh, he was menacing it, but I think that. Hang on, let me look at my thing.
If you tell me how your
add its
dog would do
ferocity.
it, yeah. If you tell me how your dog is helping, then you can add your dog ferocity too.
Well, this is the one that I had him keep his eyes on. So as it's come nearer, it's growling and
He's losing his shit.
yeah, threatening it as much as he can, even though it's not within his bite range yet.
I can get behind it. Added +2 to it.
Good thing I had the +2. 3 damage. Yeah.
It's probably just the darkness that's messing with your shot. You're used to the woods and that sort of stuff. So as you're backing up to get a good shot, right before you let the arrow loose, you trip on the dead one behind you, and what would have been a heart shot glances the shoulder on this thing. So it takes damage. It hops off the wall and gets ready to charge you as you fall down flat on your butt, and one of these bugs, which are slowly beginning to glow again, comes over and tries to bite your face. So give me a D4 minus your armor.
How big are these bugs?
About the size of your foot.
Do I have armor?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I was going to say, you have D4 armor. That doesn't make sense. That's a damage die for Zarko. You have 1 armor. So you take 2 damage.
Can I scoop up one of these bugs and chuck it at the gargoyle dude?
Sure. If you want to... I'm going to say you're probably going to want to defy danger dex and then make a volley.
That sounds incredibly stupid. I'm doing it. And then after this, I'm also changing my alignment to chaotic, apparently.
There's no way that I could ever judge anybody for a bad idea based on all the shit that I've gotten away with. You rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5. That would be the defy danger, so I did not defy danger.
Yes, it's still going to bite you. It doesn't look like it's filled its flame goobers back up.
Better than
it's
flame burst.
Yeah, it's not going to give you
2
the
damage.
full range of damage. Yeah, you take your 2. And which one would you like to huck this thing at? The one closer to Sam or the one closer to Zarko?
The one closer to Sam right now.
Okay. Roll your volley.
Oh, that's actually an 8. I didn't add pluses to it.
Okay. 8 works. Can't decrease your ammo since you're throwing
Well,
a bug.
I had 1 bug, and now I have 0 bugs. Totally decreased my ammo.
That is a completely rational argument.
While it is, I'm gonna veto.
It's the same thing as a dagger, I'm guessing. Although I don't know how bug inventory works, inventory management. Okay. So it's remind myself. I take more damage, which is probably a bad idea, or I'll take a poor shot. I'm using a bug as a weapon. I'm guessing it's gonna be a poor shot.
All right, so roll a d6 and subtract a d6, and let's see what you end up with. This is gonna be interesting.
-2.
Oh, Lord
The
have
bug
Okay.
can take 2 damage.
Okay, as you throw it, the gargoyle catches it.
Oh, they're friends. Great. Okay.
Oh, no. See, it's like Call of Duty. He got that press R1 to throw back. We're all screwed now.
Maybe he just snacks on bugs. I don't know.
Okay. When he throws it back, Sam, you have to shoot it in midair.
This is gonna be totally great, you guys.
Okay. Zarko, do something competent because I'm just doing wonderful over here.
None of us are really doing well.
Yeah. And then our adventure ends in this room.
If it does, you can forever tell David you told him so.
I totally quick saved back at the 3-way crossroad. I'm gonna just save scum my way through this cavern.
Can Zarko cast a magic missile?
Of course you can, but you are
Yes.
dazed, so you're gonna have to take your -1 to that
Yeah,
roll.
on that gargoyle guy that just caught the bug.
Roll it, and if it succeeds, I'm gonna give you a choice, and we'll go from there.
Damn it!
You don't have to worry about that because it didn't succeed. It failed.
Okay, you rolled a 4. Let me mark down another. I don't think you guys have ever rolled this badly.
Yeah,
This is really
I have
bad.
4 failures this session.
Yeah, you're at 4. Oryx at 3. Sam's been doing okay. She's been 7 to 9ing it. You're aiming for the bug, you realize, right as you cast it. In slow-mo, you see the bug fly through the air towards Sam. And right when it's about halfway between the two of them, your magic missiles impact. The magic inside of this thing and the magic inside those missiles combines to fiery effects. So let me get you to roll a d6, and both targets, Sam and the gargoyle, will take that damage minus armor since it's magic.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Oh, 6. Oh, wow. Hey, yo.
Well,
big,
you got
big
rid of
number
the
that time.
gargoyle and a bug.
So Sam, take your 6 damage.
Sam, what's your
Sam
armor?
rolls her eyes very,
What's your
very
armor?
strongly.
What's
in
your
the
You
armor?
can't take
darkness.
armor off of this.
Yeah,
is-
the bug damage is no armor.
Ah.
Bites go, they have to factor armor
Well,
in, but
I
magic fire
I look at it this way, Sam. We already took damage. You have to take damage too. It's only fair.
We all have to die in this cavern.
all right.
Zarko always knew he would die in the cave.
Sam, you're on the ground with the remains of magically enhanced fire slowly sizzling off of your clothing.
Insert snide comment here.
Now I'm really fired up.
I'm going to.
Go ahead and take out the other gargoyle. I'll handle this bug. I can say that. Yeah.
Okay. Then
My
I'm
dice
gonna
don't say that, but I'll say it.
I'm gonna send Max toward the other gargoyle to distract it and discomfort it. I'm going to shoot at it. That is definitely not my dex mod, although I wish it were. Oh, now
Wow.
I can shoot a thing.
A 12. Great success. So let me get you to roll your d8 and also add the ferocity, which is +2.
Nice.
7.
We'll just have Sam carry us.
Lassie.
The light spell fades away because the thing it was attached to is powder and a stone skull with weird ichor dripping out the bottom of it now. The bug is almost finished coming down the hallway, and it is getting perilously close to Auric.
I am going to stab it with my rapier. Yeah, so I'll just lunge and try not to get myself killed. An 11!
Oh, there we go.
Yay!
Alright.
I can roll
A
that.
brief flash of competence.
brief it
Yes.
is.
Roll your damage for me, please.
1, because it wouldn't work at all if I didn't roll 1.
You clip the legs off of one of these bugs. Doesn't seem to slow it down. One of the other legs on that side seems to crackle and move slightly further up the body to take some of the load from that leg, and it continues to march towards you.
Oh, I thought you meant the leg actually moved along the body.
Well, like
Amorphous.
the one
solid.
that's still attached, it's kind of shifted up the body. The one that you cut off is totally on the ground still. Anybody else want to do anything before this thing strikes?
I will continue to stab if I need to.
Yeah, I'm gonna stab it with a stabby sword. What is hack and slash?
Hack and slash,
Is
2d6
in
plus your
strength.
strength.
Ugh, I don't have any strength.
It's not about what your strong point is. It's just about murdering the shit out of something.
Oh,
She's murdering.
good lord.
Roll me some damage with your 10. Would you like to also do +1d6 but expose yourself to danger?
No, I've already experienced that flame business. I'm gonna stick with my 6 damage here.
That is just enough to kill it, I want you to know.
Yes.
And you plunge your sword directly into its head. Nice little twist. Moves the head from the body. And as you clean off your sword, little blurps of red hot something are coming out of where the head used to be. And the bug twitches slightly. You have beaten my gargoyle puzzle.
Was there any more light down the hallway, or do we think that's the last of the bugs?
That seems to be the last of the bugs.
Okay. Clean all the fiery gunk off of our armor and move along.
Can Zarko pick up the bit of the gargoyle that had light cast on it?
There is a severed gargoyle ahead. The light has worn off if you want to try to recast it.
I totally should have light coming out of its eyes. Maybe like a lantern.
Fuck it,
heavy
no,
is
let's
it?
do that. That's awesome. The last of the ichor leaks out of this gargoyle, and light slowly begins to flicker from where its eyes were.
Nice.
Oof.
I want to recollect my 2 thrown daggers plus coin pouch from the dead gargoyle.
Yeah, what was in that chest that they were so eager to protect?
Oh yes, something you might be interested in, I suppose. And I will hand over this magic stick.
Magic stick? Magic stick?
Right up your
I
alley.
bet Zarko has to cast Detect Magic again to learn about this, right?
Yeah, this is going to be you're trying to discern more about this particular item, so I'm gonna say cast another one.
11.
No problem.
No problem.
This is a magic wand that, through some sort of ritual enchantment process, has been charged with a few uses of a spell.
Better be a damn good spell for all these beetles and gargoyles we had to kill for it.
Zarko, roll me a d6, please.
A d6.
It's gonna be a 1.
But we don't know if high or low is good, so 6.
Okay.
Good in that D6 today.
Now roll me a d5.
What?
Look, work with me. We're figuring out what spell is on this thing.
4.
I don't know if that was a weighted roll or not there. 5-sided object.
Okay, now roll me another d6.
Ah, Jesus Christ.
Come on, you have to push a fucking button.
5.
5. You have 5 casts of a spell called Cloud Kill.
Promising.
A cloud of fog drifts into this realm from beyond the black gates of death, filling the immediate area. Whenever a creature in the area takes damage, it takes an additional separate 1d6 damage which ignores armor. The spell persists so long as you can see the affected area or until you dismiss it.
That sounds nice, except for I noticed the distinct lack of doesn't affect friendlies.
Cloud Kill. Oh, wow, that's a level 7 spell.
Which is why when you were rolling the first one, it was determining if this thing was going to be like a lower level spell or, hey, stupid level, and he maxed it out. I was like, let's go with hey, stupid level.
So I'm going to make a note of that. By the way, Zarko, when he cast Detect Magic, the sense he was doing was taste, so he stuck the wand in his mouth to figure this out.
It's a real good thing you didn't set it off. It's like looking down the barrel of a gun to see if it's loaded. I know this has spells, but which one? Let me just wiggle it. There's something kind of spicy. You're not transformation magic, maybe, coming from one of the gargoyles. The last one to die, the one with the beetle throwing.
It's a Sam, yeah.
There's a weird taste coming from that direction. But you guys can continue on to the next area if you want. It's up to you.
Let's investigate this gargoyle corpse if we need to be saying.
Yeah.
Needs to be said.
There's something piquant about that one gargoyle over there.
You find
Zarko says, smacking his lips a little bit as he pulls the wand out of his mouth.
You find the second half of a journal, and there are no dates on this part of it. But one entry says, cave in, legs trapped under rocks, no food left, scared, lost, never alone, but lonely. Talked to Felix, but he can't talk back. He tried to help me out, but shredded one of my legs pretty bad. And the next one is in a shakier handwriting. It says, I miss you, Marnie. Daddy loves you, Vela. Slightly shakier further down. Heard screaming in the distance. People? Don't know. Felix brings me food now. Meat. Tastes strange. He's getting bigger. The next entry is, the spelling is terrible, the handwriting is scrawled. It says, something wrong. Teeth falling out. Fingers feel longer. Hair coming out. Can see better now. Harder to write. Hungry. Always hungry. Next entry is written in sort of a faded red. Looks like it's almost brownish now. All it says is free, eat, feed. Just several times all over the page. And then the back couple pages have claw marks in them and a bite mark taken out of the top right of the book. And we're going to end this episode right here. So thank you, everybody, for downloading this episode of That D&D Podcast. We hope you stay tuned for the next episode so you can figure out what the fuck's going on with this stupid cave. And maybe next time I'll be able to kill them. We'll see. No big deal if I can't. That's not my goal or anything. You know, we're all buds here.
Hasn't been that hard so far.
Add more dragons. Okay, cool. Just making notes for the next session. So make sure to go to our website. You know, leave comments on the episodes. We've got a Facebook. We got a Twitter. Oh fuck! Sorry.
And we ended there.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
cut
cool.
it off in the middle of that.
No, I picked
right
something
there.
up. I picked something up, and there was a cockroach on it, and it touched me. It scared the shit out of me.
Oh.
Oh boy! Oh, peed a little.
No, definitely cut it off right there, like in the middle of fuck.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a Twitter. It's at that D&D podcast. You can go to thatdndpodcast.com, which is our website. It's got links to all the things. We really appreciate it if you leave us some iTunes reviews. It helps people find us better, which, I don't know, maybe gives us some better chances of getting some sweet sponsorships and, you know, gold-plated Corvettes like we've been asking for.
Oh yeah. But only if they come in a standard. I don't do that automatic bullshit.
Renee's picky about her free gold-plated Corvette, as per usual. But yeah, we hope you like listening to it. Share it with your friends if you are so inclined. This thing spreads through word of mouth because we're all too poor to pay for actual advertisement. So, you know, there's that. And see you guys next week. I gotta stop rambling. Okay, so editor's note. Put this in after the episode with the journal reading, but before the outro, because I don't feel like saying that again, although having a time to fix the stupid net. We're good. All right, so everybody, this is the end of this session. So what we're going to do is do the end of session things. So first off, did we learn something new and important about the world while we were down here in the cave so far?
People can turn into gargoyles.
Yeah.
I think actually, I think he's gonna be a ghoul actually, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Do you know for sure that that's what this guy turned into? Or
Well, they
is it an
definitely
assumption?
turn into something.
I learned that there's bugs that spit fire and acid.
I learned I didn't like those bugs that fire and acid, especially when people shoot them with magic
There's
missile
definitely
from
there's
across
definitely
the room.
something weird with the dude turning into something. We don't know exactly what that is, but that's definitely something important to know.
Do we have to wait and count it as something new until we know what he turns into?
I'd say until you know for sure what happened. Yeah, you probably there'll be some other stuff in here that'll probably make that more definite. So
Yeah. Unless you're in the existence of ghouls and acid bugs, I don't think we actually learned anything else.
Yeah. Notable. Okay, so those were fire beetles, and they are an occasional bother to farmland and stuff like that. A group of them is called a conflagration, which I think is a cool name for a group of fire beetles.
That is pretty cool.
But yeah, those are a known quantity in this world. Did you overcome a notable monster or enemy?
Yeah.
I'd say this room was pretty damn notable. Or
Those gargoyle bastards. What the?
Definitely.
Just the mere fact that you
Well.
fought 4 of them doesn't make them particularly notable, since there's multiple of
But
them.
we almost failed.
That just means you guys are bad
Yeah,
at rolling.
4 of them plus 2 of the beetles. We were outnumbered
Those
2-1.
guys had 3 health each. 3.
Oh, it
And
just
2
like a whole
armor.
lot more than
Yeah,
that.
but-
hey,
Because-
2 armor's pretty serious.
The
Yeah.
beetles had 3 health and 3 armor.
Yeah, 3 armor. Seriously, I've
That's more
only
armor
got 1
than have
armor.
put together.
You're saying these aren't notable?
I don't think so. I'm not
Oh
these are run of the mill things in the monster manual part.
man.
The crocogators, I realized when I was doing the first combat, like as we were like halfway through it, I was like, "Fuck, this is too many." Those had like 12 health and 2 or 3 armor, and like that's why it took so long to kill them, which is not the best first combat you can have. Like this one, I feel like it flowed better since they had a little bit less health, and you guys had a better feel for everything. Anyway, did you loot a memorable treasure?
Yes, we have a poison death wand that's level 7.
You do, and I'm gonna go with yes on that one. So.
Yeah, experience.
Oh, okay. So let us go through the alignment. Zarko, did you use magic to cause terror and fear?
No.
Yeah, it really wasn't anything to
It
terrorize.
wasn't really a
Yeah.
terror or fear, no.
Sam, did you endanger yourself to combat an unnatural threat?
Are those bugs unnatural? Are the gargoyles are unnatural, and I tripped and fell.
That wasn't willingly, though.
God damn it! No.
Auric, did you avoid detection or infiltrate a location? I think you failed every detect anything.
Well, no. The last session I did really well with the water room.
That's true.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I'll give you an
did.
XP for that one.
Unless you already got.
No, I didn't.
No, we didn't. We didn't
No.
tally at the
Yeah,
end of
we
last
did.
session.
No, we didn't.
So based on failure experience, Auric, you got 3 failure XP.
Yep.
1 treasure XP, and 1 alignment XPs for a total of 5.
Yes.
Sam, you got 2 failure XP.
Oof.
And 1 treasure XP. Total of 3. Zarko,
Yeah.
you got 1
He's
treasure
laughing. That's not a
XP
good sign.
and 5 failure XP
Holy
Oh, jeez.
for a total of 6.
Nice.
So, let's see. Let's check bonds.
I do want to do something by bonds.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this, but I want to force you to use this. So I'm going to resolve evolve my bond with Zarko.
Okay.
Because I want that book that I stole from him to do something in this campaign. So I want to work with you on that to change that to I stole something from Zarko to the book I stole from Zarko is, I don't know, going to cause trouble or is going to...
Okay, the book you stole, do you think that has made you more wary of Zarko, just based on the fact that he's got this crazy shit? Do you even have an inkling as to what it is? Or do you, like, what do you know about the book?
Considering Zarko's alignment and his goals, it's probably not a happy book.
Right. If I remember correctly, it
So-
had some upsetting things written in it.
Yeah.
Has that affected how you view Zarko?
Yeah, I think I'm going to say something like that. Yeah, the book I stole from Zarko has made me
Wary of him?
cautious of his goals, or wary of his desires. Something.
About the book I stole from Zarko has made me wary of him. I must keep a closer eye on his actions.
Sure. That's fine.
Zarko, you cool with that?
Yeah.
All right. Since you did that thing, that's gonna make 1. So that gives you 6 XP. Sam. Zarko has no respect for nature, and you have no respect for him. Do you have any more respect for him after the events you guys have been through in the cave? Are you still disrespectful of him? Any change in your feelings?
I don't know how to put it. Like, I don't know that I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. If you think of something before next session, just let me know, and we'll work it out, and
because
we'll make sure to
I
mention
don't
it
exactly
next
know
time.
where my brain is going right now.
That's fine. Also, just think if maybe you have a bond or anything forming with Auric. It doesn't have to be anything on this list now that you guys are actually in game now.
Okay.
It could be just based on the events, like, oh, hey, he stepped up and killed those bugs, you know. I have some faith in him as a trustworthy companion or something. Zarko, Auric is keeping an important secret from you. Do you feel that has changed at all? Do you have an inkling as to what it could be? Do you want to add a bond with anybody?
I think I want to like modify it. It's like he's keeping an important secret from me. I need to confront him about it. So I'm gonna have to confront him sometime about that and like figure out what are you hiding from me.
Which is gonna be really great after he's wary of you now when you get all up in his face.
Yeah.
And this will all be a really great thing for Sam to find out as you guys are yelling at each other about some crazy book. And do you feel like you have a bond or anything forming with Sam that you want to add? Or you want to save that for another session or anything like that?
Maybe just for another session.
That's fine. That's fine. Maybe by the time y'all get out of the cave, you'll have some feelings for each other.
Yeah, apparently, we don't know what to think about each other. So,
which I can understand that. All right. So I think that will wrap up that. That brings our total to 6 for Auric, 3 for Sam, and 7 for Zarko. That may be enough for everybody to level up. I'll have to bring this to work and run the numbers and everything, and we can go from there. But yeah, we'll go from there. So
Cool.
thank you guys for showing up, and I will talk to y'all on the chat sometime.
That D&D podcast is released under Creative Commons 2.0 Attribution, Non-Commercial, No Derivative License. Tell your friends about us, but don't chop out the good stuff, and don't sell our work. The intro music is The Last Ones by Jahzzar, that's Jahzzar. It can be found at the Free Music Archive. The outro music is Kopeika, Kopeika, by Et, that's ET_, and can also be found at the Free Music Archive. All of their copyrighted content is owned by their associated copyright holder.